Hi, my name is Vicki Slayton, and I wanted to share with you the course I created, English 102, Utopian and Dystopian Societies. This is my course home, and I have my announcements, and I have started my course introduction by sharing a video and walking the students through what the course will be about. And I have included my course description. This is an English course consisting of reading and analyzing dystopian novels. Dystopian literature is among the most popular genres in young adult fiction and could be considered a wake-up call to fix problems in our society before it's too late. The Dystopian problem-based learning course is based on the real-world problems students will explore by reading and analyzing dystopian novels while participating in discussions and groups. Students will be asked to find connections between the fictional dystopian worlds and our world today. What could go horribly wrong that the society we know today could change so dramatically? Students will assume roles as panel members of the Crisis Prevention Institute, in which the team of panels will research real-world problems that exist within the world we as a society face today and create solutions for those problems. The overall course objectives. At the end of the course, the students will be able to be an active and engaged participant by analyzing, constructing, creating, and evaluating information presented within the text, external reading, resources, research, and class group activities in order to contribute to and develop a deeper understanding of dystopian literature and society. The learner will be able to examine how dystopias criticize contemporary trends, societal norms, and political systems. The learner will be able to identify real-world problems and exploits their potential harmful consequences. Student learning outcomes. The first one is the same that is in the overall course outcome, so I won't go over that one again. The second one, the learner will be able to work collaboratively in a group setting to research and design their utopian societies. The learner will be able to explain how dystopias criticize contemporary trends, societal norms, or political systems. They will be able to identify real-world problems and exploits their potential and harmful consequences. The learner will be able to examine major social problems, research, and construct a plan to solve the problems. The learner will be able to use a variety of technological and information resources such as libraries, databases, computer networks, videos, etc., to gather and synthesize information and to create and communicate knowledge about perfect societies. The learner will be able to examine the role of an individual in society. The learner will be able to provide constructive feedback, the productivity of fellow group members. The learner will be able to create a utopian and dystopian society. This course is made up of 7 one-week modules. And Module 1 is an introduction to utopian and dystopian societies. This is the Module 1 introduction, and each one of my modules begins with an introduction, has an assignment, and a discussion and/or literature circle. And Module 1, we begin introducing ourselves to our peers and being introduced to utopian and dystopian societies. I have my introduction, the module objectives, and the module activities. And the activities on Module 1 is watch 2 videos to be introduced to utopian and dystopian societies. Then students, as the assignment, will complete the dystopian literature anticipation guide and complete a discussion. I will give you an example. As an assignment, students will complete the Dystopian Literature Anticipation Guide, and also they will have to choose the dystopian novel that they will read throughout the course, and they will submit their choice so the instructor can form groups based on the novel the students choose to read. And they will write it and submit it on Module 1 and then complete the discussions. Module 2 takes students through the journey of reading The Lottery by Shirley Jackson. And The Lottery is a great introduction to dystopias. And I have provided the introduction, the objectives, and the activities. And the activities, students will begin exploring utopian and dystopian societies by reading The Lottery by Shirley Jackson and answering the discussion questions after reading The Lottery. And then they will watch parts 1 and 2 videos of The Lottery, and then they will watch the video Understanding the Lottery by Shirley Jackson. After completing the activities, students will answer the discussion 2 questions, and I will show an example of the videos. And here are the videos students will watch in Module 2, followed by the discussion. In Module 3, students will begin reading and analyzing dystopian novels and participating in the literature circles. Students will also explore problems in today's society. And here is the introduction. I have provided a literature circle themed dystopian societies guide. In Module 3, students will begin reading and analyzing the dystopian novels that they chose. The literature circles will be assigned by novels of choice. Students will have 2 weeks to read and analyze the novel and participate in the literature circle, and they will participate a minimum of 3 times each week in the literature circle. And students will start brainstorming problems in our current society. I've listed the objectives and the activities. And here's my introduction, my assignment, and literature group 1 and 2. There will be more groups, but for this assignment, I have only created 2 groups. Module 4, students will continue reading and analyzing the dystopian novels and participating in their literature circles, and they will continue exploring problems in today's society. In Module 4, students will also begin researching real-world problems in our current society and formulating plans to solve those problems. And I have provided the objectives and the activities, which the only difference from Module 3 is they will work with a group to research real-world problems and formulate a plan to solve at least 2 problems in current society, which could possibly lead us to a dystopian society. In the assignment in Module 4, Problems in Society, I've provided a chart that will be used to tap into students' prior knowledge and guide students' thinking through the research process. And it will challenge students to figure out how to find the answers and help develop students' efficiency, ownership, and self-direction. I have provided some driving questions to help students as they go along to find the problems in society. Module 5, students will finally begin creating their utopia. In Module 5, students are introduced to the problem scenario and will work with their group to use the internet to research and build the perfect utopian society based on solutions that was solved during the research of the problems of society today. The utopian society must include the name of the society, the government, rules, and education system, entertainment, employment systems, currency, and other aspects of society should be included. Students should create the Utopian Society in a multimedia format using Weebly, Blogger, or any other acceptable online format. Students will be given a guide to create your own utopia, to guide their questions and research, and what should be included in the Multimedia Utopian Society project. I've listed the objectives and the activities. Here in the Utopian group project, provided this learning scenario and what the team needs to look for and solve. And I have provided create your own utopia to guide them, a group planning research project rubric, and a multimedia project create your utopia rubric. And then also here I have created 2 groups, which in reality there will be more, but for this assignment, as I've said, I have only created 2. Now on to Module 6. Module 6, students will really not have anything new. They will just continue working on their projects, as I have stated in the introduction and the objectives, to continue working on, give them more time, and they can also still participate in their groups. And Module 7 is the Utopian project will be due and the course wrap-up. And in this module, each crisis prevention team will share their multimedia presentations with the class. They will also write a journal entry describing 3 days in their utopia, and they will finish the course by completing a course reflection. I have included the objectives, the module activities, and the wrap-up assignments, the Utopia presentation, Utopia journal entry, and the course reflection. I want to thank you for taking time for watching my presentation.